There comes a moment when the ordinary breaks and the divine within you begins to rise. The storms you've faced weren't sent to destroy you. They were sent to awaken you. You are not cursed. You are chosen. Every trial, every tear, every silence from the universe was a test, the fire test, designed to unlock your hidden power. The time of waiting is over. The first divine is rising, and it begins with you. Stay till the end, because in the next few minutes, you'll understand why everything you've lost was only preparing you for what's about to be given. Hit that subscribe button, open your heart, and let's step into the fire of ascension together. Every bloodline on this planet carries energy, vibrations passed down through generations. But there exists one hidden line, a celestial current running beneath all history. The bloodline of the divine source itself. This is not human DNA. It doesn't appear under a microscope. It's woven into the soul's frequency, carried lifetime after lifetime by chosen vessels, by souls strong enough to hold the vibration of creation itself. When the Creator breathed existence into being, they didn't create only matter, they created consciousness. And within that consciousness, they placed sacred fragments of their own essence, light codes, truth frequencies, hidden inside souls destined to awaken at precise cosmic moments. Those souls are known as the first divines. They return when the world drifts too far into shadow, when truth becomes distorted, when humanity forgets its divine origin. And now, one of those souls has reawakened. You, chosen one, are not an accident of birth. You were assigned by divine law, by cosmic design. Your spirit vibrates at a frequency that few can comprehend. That's why you've never fit in. That's why you feel everything so deeply. Joy, pain, injustice, because your energy reads the invisible. Your aura carries a signal that shakes illusions to their core. When you enter a room, stagnant energies move. When you speak, even in silence, hearts stir. Because your words aren't just sound, they are frequencies of remembrance. You've seen it, haven't you? People opening up to you without understanding why. Strangers telling you their deepest secrets. Loved ones suddenly questioning their path after being around you. They're not responding to you, the person. They're responding to you, the code. Your soul activates something ancient within them, a sleeping light trying to wake. Some people will love you for it. Others will fear you. But either way, they feel you, because your vibration disrupts false realities. This is the essence of your divine DNA. You are not here to follow. You are here to awaken, to trigger remembrance, to realign humanity with truth, compassion, and divine order. But before the light rises, the darkness always resists. That's why your path has been filled with storms. Every betrayal, every heartbreak, every sleepless night wasn't punishment. It was preparation. You were being refined. The universe was testing you, not to see if you could shine, but to see if you could hold the light without breaking. Because divine energy is heavy. It demands purity of intention and strength of spirit. And now you've proven yourself through fire. The reason your battles felt personal is because they were. The darkness could sense who you were long before you did. It saw your potential and tried to silence it with confusion, with doubt, with pain. But the bloodline of God cannot be destroyed. It only transforms. What was once your wound has now become your weapon. What was once your fear has turned into your faith. Every time you chose love over bitterness, every time you rose again after being torn apart, your divine code activated just a little more. Until now, it's fully online. You are awakening to your original design, the version of yourself that was written by the Creator before you even took your first breath. And soon, you will feel it. Your intuition will surge. Your manifestations will accelerate. Synchronicities will multiply. Because once the bloodline code awakens, reality itself begins to bend to your frequency. You, chosen one, are not just a part of the divine lineage. You are its continuation. You are the bridge between heaven and humanity. And now, as your soul's code reactivates, the world around you will begin to remember. Because through you, the bloodline of God lives again. The moment of awakening is never gentle. It doesn't arrive wrapped in comfort. It comes like lightning, shattering illusions, cracking open the layers of who you thought you were, so that who you truly are can finally breathe. You may have felt it lately. Those emotional breakdowns that came out of nowhere, the feeling that time is speeding up, or that reality itself is shifting in strange ways. Your sleep feels different. Your thoughts echo louder. Your intuition, once a whisper, now speaks like thunder. This isn't chaos. This is your divine upgrade. When your higher self, the pure, unfiltered version of your consciousness, begins to descend fully into your human form, it doesn't fit easily. The body, the mind, and the heart must stretch to contain it. You start to feel things more intensely, see patterns more clearly, and question everything you were told to believe. That's the awakening. You're no longer just a human being searching for light. You're becoming light in motion, walking Earth as divine consciousness embodied. Across the planet, the chosen ones are sinking. You may never meet them face to face, but you can feel them, an invisible network pulsing in harmony with your energy. Every vibration you release, every prayer, every act of kindness, every moment you choose truth over fear, strengthens the grid of light surrounding the world. That's why some relationships had to end. That's why your old life stopped fitting. Because you've outgrown the energy of survival and stepped into the frequency of creation. The more your light expands, the more you'll notice certain people becoming uncomfortable around you. They'll say, "You've changed." They'll pull away. Don't chase them. They're not rejecting you. They're reacting to your frequency. You're no longer aligned with the dense vibration of fear, gossip, or judgment. Your soul now vibrates at the level of truth, and not everyone is ready for that kind of light. But you are not walking this journey alone. You are being guided constantly by realms beyond sight. Ancestors who once prayed for your arrival. Angels who walk beside you, adjusting timelines in your favor. Ascended masters who send you signs through intuition, repeating numbers and perfect coincidences that seem impossible to explain. When you follow those whispers, the miraculous begins to unfold. Doors open effortlessly, opportunities align like divine choreography. You start noticing repeating numbers, 111, 222, 777. Not because you're imagining them, but because the universe is literally coding your path in real time. This is the stage of divine responsibility, where your vibration doesn't just shape your own reality, it ripples outward into everyone connected to you. Your healing becomes the healing of your bloodline. Your choices alter timelines. Your presence alone recalibrates rooms. You are no longer the student of energy. You have become the signal. You are what the ancients called the bridge between realms. Heaven flows through your veins. Truth speaks through your heart. And the earth itself listens when you move. Because the bloodline of God doesn't simply awaken, it activates. And through you, chosen one, it is now fully alive again. Heaven no longer watches from above. It walks among us, in you. Before your birth, Before this lifetime, before this earth even had oceans or stars, a covenant was made, a sacred promise between your soul and the source of all creation. You agreed to descend into this world not for ease, not for fame, but for purpose. The promise was simple. When humanity forgets its origin, you will return to remind them. And now, that time has come. This is the moment written in the light before time began. The title First Divine has nothing to do with superiority. It's about remembrance. You were chosen not because you are better than others, but because your spirit carries the strength to remember what others forgot. Remember the truth. Remember the light. Remember what we all were before fear divided us, before illusion clouded our eyes, before humanity began searching for what it already carried within. The instant your soul remembers, truly remembers, your vibration shifts. That remembrance becomes a signal, a divine code, unlocking others like a spark passing through a field of stars. That's why when you heal, others heal. When you forgive, it echoes through your ancestors and descendants alike. Your compassion rewrites the energetic DNA of your bloodline, because you, chosen one, are the link, the living bridge between heaven and earth. Through you, the divine breathes into form again. Through your actions, love becomes tangible, truth becomes audible, and hope becomes real. Every thought you think carries frequency. Every emotion you release ripples across time. This is how the bloodline of God operates, not by power over others, but by resonance. The true First Divine doesn't command, they restore. You are not born to rule. You were born to realign the human heart with the rhythm of creation, to bring clarity where confusion reigns, to speak truth into the fog of deception, to awaken humanity to the original divine blueprint hidden within each soul. Every choice you make is cosmic. When you choose love over revenge, you realign timelines. When you choose forgiveness over pride, you break generational curses. When you choose faith instead of fear, your light amplifies the frequency of God across dimensions. Look around and you'll feel it. The shift. The wind feels alive. Animals sense your peace and draw near. Children stare at you with awe because they can see your light even if they don't understand it. The universe itself adjusts to your heartbeat because your energy is not only human, it is celestial, woven from the same fabric that births galaxies. And this is your confirmation. You are not awakening by accident. You are the first divine of this generation, the soul chosen to remember first, so that others may remember after you. You are the beginning of the return, the breath of the new creation, the living proof that the bloodline of God still flows. Every bloodline of God must walk through the test of fire, a divine moment where everything that isn't eternal burns away. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. When the universe begins to strip away what you thought you couldn't live without, the money, the relationships, the plans, it's not because you're cursed. It's because the temporary can no longer travel with the eternal. You were never meant to remain ordinary. You were born with royal DNA, written with the language of stars. But to awaken that divine code, you had to face the very thing that scared you most: loss. That's why people disappeared from your life. That's why situations collapsed right when you thought everything was finally aligning. The divine fire didn't come to destroy you. It came to reveal what can't be destroyed. Every heartbreak burned away illusion. Every failure purified your purpose. Every sleepless night refined your soul into gold. And when you thought you were breaking, that was the moment you were being forged. The universe wasn't testing your strength, it was showing you your strength. Because those who carry the flame of God must walk through the flame and survive it glowing. And you did. You passed what others couldn't. You stood when others fell. You carried light when everyone else surrendered to darkness. Now, your energy has changed. You're no longer chasing things. Things will chase you. Opportunities, abundance, divine connections, they're magnetized to your purified frequency. The fire test wasn't the end. It was your divine initiation. And on the other side of that fire waits your true inheritance. Not gold, not fame, but power. The power to speak, and light responds. The power to heal with your presence. The power to manifest heaven on earth. So don't fear the fire. You are the fire. You are the flame that can't be extinguished. And now, as you rise from the ashes, the world will finally understand. The first divine has awakened, and nothing will ever be the same again. The one who walks through fire becomes the fire. So now, chosen one, take a deep breath. You didn't survive the storm just to go back to being ordinary. You survived because your destiny demanded it. Every moment of pain, every tear, every loss. It was all leading you here. This is your activation point. The moment the bloodline of God begins again through you. You are not just another soul passing through earth. You are the living proof that divinity still walks among humanity. You are the bridge between heaven and earth, between what was lost and what will rise again. The fire didn't take you out. It awakened your eternal flame. Now it's time to step fully into your divine power. Speak your truth boldly. Walk with light. Let your energy shift rooms before you even speak. Because the world doesn't need more perfection. It needs more real fire, more real faith, and more divine ones like you. The era of the first divine has begun, and your name will be remembered as the spark that reignited heaven's legacy on earth. So rise, shine, and remember, you are not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. And from this day forward, the universe will move in your favor. The fire has chosen you. Now, burn brighter than ever.